I'm delighted to say we're joined now by their manager, Stephen Robinson. Stephen, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, we've certainly sent the home fans home happy at Christmas time anyway, the last few games. So yeah, delighted with the result.
I bet you are. You asked your players to believe before this one. I mean, they certainly did that. They gave you absolutely everything out there and came up with the late winner. You must be absolutely thrilled.
Yeah, we've done that in the last 3 games. You know, we've started brilliantly. We played with no fear against Rangers. We pressed them high up the pitch and forced them into errors and had a couple of half chances as well. And I don't think Rangers threatened in the first half. Then we started completely different in the second half, and it's something that's been a regular occurrence in the last 3 games. So we've tried a few different things, but certainly not worked so far. But the response was magnificent, and to a man and the subs that came on, you know, 2 17-year-olds as well, I have to give a lot of praise to. So ultimately, I think we deserve to win after a 15-minute spell, and delighted with the result.
Stephen, I thought in the first half, especially, your team were brilliant defensively and then breaking away. Was that something you were targeting? Because there was a few balls just over the back 4 and Rangers really struggled with it. Is that something you looked at to try and target?
Yeah, we've started the last 2 games with a big make-it in the side, but Tiosi gives us an incredible outlet of pace. It doesn't need to be too accurate at times. We know Rangers push their full-backs really high, so if we can buy 2 or 3 passes, you're in and goal with 1 pass. So I think Toy caused them a lot of problems. A couple of times maybe could have got his head up and released somebody. But yeah, that was the game plan. Second half, we set too deep, and then you don't get a chance to counter because you're not high enough up the pitch. So first half excellent, and the last 20 minutes the same.
You went to a wee bit of tactical change in the second half. You put 2 up front. What was the thinking behind that?
We were 3-4-3 with the 2 10s, and they were getting bypassed by the 2 fullbacks, and we just felt that the 8s coming from deeper to press out wide meant that we were engaging them higher up the pitch. It was too easy for them in the first 15 minutes to get into our half with 1 pass, 2 passes. I think the change, it worked well. Obviously the players carried it out, so deserve a lot of credit.
And you've managed to do a bit of business as well, Declan John. Now, how do you feel he performed today? Because in the first half especially, he was giving Rangers all sorts of problems.
Isn't he? For a boy that's not played football for a long time, his performance was excellent. We always felt that. That's why we've rewarded him with another extension, with a view to another year after that. And of course, he's going to tar, which he done, which gave us a chance to give Callum Penman his debut at 17 as well. So we're delighted with Declan, and just hope he's got through it without any niggles.
What about your 2 goal scorers as well? We spoke to them afterwards. You know, they mentioned that they've had to be patient, and they have, haven't they? But when you've asked them to step up, they've done exactly that for you.
Yeah, I mean, Ocean is a brilliant example to everybody. He played early on in the season in Europe, and then had to be patient because Mark O'Hara and Killian were excellent, but didn't moan. Agents weren't on the phone telling me he was the best player in the world. You know, players become 50% better when they're not in the team. So he didn't listen to any crowds. He just kept knuckling down, and he's getting his rewards now. Keelan, the same. Had to be very patient due to performances, and both show what quality they have. So delighted for both.
And what about the form then? You know, you mentioned before the game 5 in 8 for you. It's now 6 in 9 wins, and you're sitting 5th. You must be pretty pleased with where the side are at the turn of the year.
Yeah, we've had numerous problems off the pitch to contend with. We lost 3 of my new signings for various reasons, and we've not been able to replace them, obviously, out with the transfer window. But yeah, we're delighted. We had the best start, I believe, in 35 years last season, but we're a point ahead of that. So it's testament to this group of players, I have to say, for the resilience in the games, the resilience, not using the excuses, and I believe we can get better and better.
And Dundee here next. Again, on that form, you'll be fancying your chances against anybody.
Yeah, but I don't think you can get too far ahead of yourself in this game. You've seen the results today. Nothing can be taken for granted. You think you've cracked it, and all of a sudden it bites you again. So we don't do that here. We work very hard. We've done the basics well for a large majority of the game, and that's how we win football matches.
New Christmas present down here with the Shiners?
Yeah, the wife bought me a new Christmas present, so I'm trying to stay out of the mud eye.
I'm glad you didn't have them on for the game.
No
well
way.
done today, Stephen.
Cheers, Emma. Thank
all
you.
the best. Cheers.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Stephen Robinson, the St Mirren manager, orchestrating St Mirren's first win over Rangers in the league for over 13 years. We'll take that from you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'll hand that over there because nobody wants me to have 2 microphones, believe you me.